And I've received lots of questions about how did I wire my CBRHeaven Undertail kit. Well, I'm going to go ahead and go through that right now with you, so that way you won't have the same issues. So hopefully my camera quality is okay. This is, you have to cut them, so you can see where I've spliced mine off right here. So you have the, I guess that's blue and green right here, or blue and black. Yeah, it's a green. And then you have an orange and black, or green. That's kind of dark in here. I believe it's a green. So orange and green and blue and green. Well, it's pretty simple, but after looking at the instructions for a little while, it didn't really help me out. The first thing you want to do is you want to take the wiring harness, the wires coming out of the wiring harness. You want to take the green and you want to connect it to the transistor. So green directly to the transistor. Next, you're going to splice the blue wire from your wiring harness on your bike and the solid yellow wire from your CBRHeaven Undertail and splice it into the other side, or solder that onto the other side of the resistor. So one resistor, you have the blue side, the brown or green going here, and then splicing the blue and white of the other side of the transistor into the yellow wire. So just solder those together and then solder this one into it. And then put some heat shrink on it. Looks real good. It'll last a lot longer as well. So the other side is the opposite. Well, not the opposite, it's actually exactly the same. You take the orange and one side of the transistor right here, and you splice that into the yellow and black, or yellow with black stripe, however you want to say it, black with a yellow stripe. So it's the yellow and black wire. And then you take the green or brown wire and you solder that into the other side of the transistor. So the key is that the green or brown, whichever color you see it as, I'm colorblind so forgive me, will be on one side of the transistor, whereas the other two will have to be spliced together. So hopefully that helps you out on these instructions. Now, in order to mount the LED light right here, you have two small wires. You have a red and a black coming up. I ran mine up through the bottom of the battery tray, and you have to splice those in. Well, they come with the supplied connectors right here, but these are kind of crappy in my opinion. I like soldering everything, but the wires are so small, I figured, hey, you know, if I mess anything up, it'll be okay to use these ones that come with the kits. So, the red wire went to the red. Go figure that one out, huh? So red to red, and then the black wire, which is the ground from the LED for the plate illuminator, went to the black wire, which is the ground. So ground to ground, power to power. It's just a complete circuit, and it just runs the entire time. You turn the key on, it runs. You turn the key off, it goes off. Anyway, so the most confusion seems to be out with these right here, and how you splice them in to the resistor, and which end goes where. So the instructions are pretty crappy. I agree with you, but hopefully this will help you out. Alright guys, well if you have any questions, let me know, and I'll be happy to help you. Have a good one.